See here, states of matter. Three different states of matter are there, that is solid, liquid and gas. I write it previously to avoid the inconveniency and to save the time. See here, characteristic of solid, characteristics of liquid and characteristics of gas are there. Actually you know all these characteristics, but we recall it in a scientific manner. See, solid, force of attraction between two particles is highest. Between two particles, between two molecules, intermolecular forces are there that we have seen. If intermolecular forces are highest, then they bound with each other very closely or tightly. Okay, and that's why we said that it is solid. So you have to say that force of attraction between two particles is highest. Same manner here, force of attraction between two particles is less, and that's why it is called fluid. Okay, force of attraction is less means no force of attraction between two molecules, between two particles, then that's why it can spread. Very easily you can say that perfume, when you smell the perfume, okay, suppose the perfume is bottle of the perfume is suppose open, or someone used the perfume on their clothes, then we can smell from the far away distance. All this is because force of attraction between two particles is less or no forces are there, so air can move. Through the air, perfume and their smell can move from one place to another place. For liquid also you can say that suppose nowadays, suppose if you drop a drop of Dettol in the water, then you can see that Dettol means liquid. This liquid particles having a particular color, maybe orange or yellow, then it when dropped into the water, then this particle is degraded into small particle. Small particle further degraded into micro particle, and all the micro particles spread it all over the water, and now water becomes Dettol water. The color is totally changed. Okay, so this way liquid can flow. We see here also, see, if force of attraction between two particles is highest, we say that they are rigid. Solids are rigid. And here the force of attraction is less, so we can say that liquid are not rigid. Same manner, gas are also not rigid. Rigidity, this is the property of rigidity. Rigidity means restriction at some places. Solid is restricted at certain place until we apply force. If you apply force, then it can move. Okay, it is very simple thing. But without applying any external force, we can't move the object which is in solid, or solid itself cannot move. Is it okay? Now they have definite shape. Solid has definite shape, and liquid has no shape. It takes the shape of the container in which we pour. If you pour in the glass, then the shape of this water or liquid is the shape of the glass. If you pour in any cylindrical container, then shape of the water or liquid is the cylinder. If you pour into the spherical container, then the shape is converts into sphere in this way. And gas has no shape. Okay. Now solid has definite volume because it's a solid matter. Here it has also definite volume, but gas don't have definite volume. We can calculate approximately only. Suppose in this room or in your classroom, 1000 cubic centimeter air is there. We can calculate it approximate, not exactly 1000, because suppose it is a room, then from the sideway of a window or a door or any other places, air can move very easily. So this is the approximate value, and so we can say that it has no definite volume. Now If it is rigid, we heard that it has a high density because it is solid, molecular forces are highest, that's why it has high density. Here molecular forces, intermolecular forces are less, so you can say it has low density. And here it has no density or least density. Generally, this one is important. Generally, it is incompressible. Means you cannot compress solid. Exceptions are there that I have written here, sponge and rubber. Few solids are there like sponge and rubber that you can compress it. Otherwise, we cannot compress by applying simple force, not the high force, not with the hammer. Okay? It is almost incompressible. Liquid is also not compressible because if you compress from one side, it can come out from the other. And gas is compressible. Simply balloon, you can compress it. Okay? It depends on volume. Remember this thing. Compressibility depends on volume. Now, fluidity, another characteristic. Fluidity. Solid do not tend to flow. Very simple, because intermolecular forces are highest, they bound the molecule with each other, and that's why there is no flow, no fluidity. Here liquid tends to flow, fluidity is more. And here also gas also tends to flow, fluidity is highest. Okay? And the lastly, you can say that it has no kinetic energy. Solid has no kinetic energy. Solid is immovable until we apply any external force. Here liquid, it has kinetic energy, and the gas has the highest kinetic energy. But mind well and remember one very important thing, that each and every matter is made up of molecules, the tiny particle which we call molecule, that we have learnt. Okay? Now, each and every molecule has kinetic energy, whether it is solid or liquid or gas. But in a general aspect, once you say it's solid means it do not move. So you can say that it has no kinetic energy. But the molecule of the solid, atoms of solid, particles of solid, elements of solid, it has kinetic energy. Very few that we will discuss in our chemistry or physics chapter in the same standard. Okay? So note down this, repeat this video again and again, note down all the characteristics. Suppose in the exam, if there will be asked that write the characteristic of solid and explain it, you can also explain the point also. Write the characteristics of liquid or gas and you can explain the point also. And suppose the question will ask about differentiate between solid, liquid and gas together, then you can also write it. So note down it. Okay? After that we will start the next topic.